Friends, freaks, free thinkers. This was easier than I made it out to be. I was making it way too fucking hard, and I apologize for the image quality here. What's going on is I changed the lens in this thing. I broke the lens, and I changed it. And when I changed it, I didn't take their advice and use a tiny bit of Scotch tape on the inside to hold it in place once I find focus. So I found focus, and it was good for a little while, but just little bumps and nudges to the thing over time have walked it out of focus. So that's something I'm going to do tonight or this morning or whatever, is get that fucking tune back up if I can. Anyway, that's what we got going on. That's what it looks like from the top view. And oh, fuck, can you even see it? It's just a tiny bit taller than the other keys. It's not so tall that it's gonna interfere or fuck me up, but it is just a little bit taller than the other keys. And what I did here was I went out and I got a roll of Gorilla tape, like Gorilla brand duct tape, because that's the baddest shit on the planet. So I took the plunger off the back of the B key, and I lightly dabbed some of this tacky glue on the plunger and fit it on top of the sensor, and then I laid the Gorilla tape over the top of the whole situation, and then I took the B key and some real fine sandpaper and a little triangular file, real light, fine triangular file, and I kind of rough filed the back of it, and knocked all the tits down and whatnot, and took some material off, and then I finished it under my fingertip, just like this, doing figure eights on a piece of 400 grit sandpaper, wet or dry sandpaper. And of course I did it dry, and I just did that number until I had shaved the key down to where it's where it is now, and it's in its final usable state. So that's it. That's the B key hack. That's the full-on, dude, you fucked it up now, what are you gonna do? Bash, hack. I mean, I had a crescent wrench I was working on this thing with, you know? So anyway, I'm kind of thrilled about that. It's a sensitive little fucker now. I mean, it's a very sensitive key, and the action is really precise. Click, 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 click. So if anybody else has this problem, if you lose some of the guts under the key, or fuck up the plunger, because you can substitute just about anything for that plunger when you go with this this taped over arrangement here. So that worked really well. And as far as getting the key is just sitting on top of that piece of Gorilla tape. And what I did was I put 4 rather large blobs of the tacky glue in the corners, and then I put a blob of super glue in the middle, because I wanted it to stick good, but I didn't want it to rock. And fuck, it worked. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. And later.